Following 2 years of uncertainty surrounding scheduling and crowd attendances, the Queensland thoroughbred industry was able to race ahead in 2021-22. As health restrictions eased across the state, crowds began to return to pre-COVID levels, just in time for the new season of racing and the conclusion to the TAB North Queensland Winter Racing Carnival, with both the cities of Townsville and Cairns welcoming capacity crowds on course for their carnivals. Come late August, spring was in the air, and that signalled the start of another great season of racing in the Sunshine State. The Gold Coast Turf Club played host to another record-breaking Pink Ribbon Cup race day, with pink plastered from the members to the mounting yard as Miami Flies for the Golem team took out the feature. As the flowers came into full bloom, black type action headed up the range to Toowoomba for another edition of the time-honoured Wheatwood Handicap.
But Apache Chasers won!
A first sight at Clifford Park proved no issue for Apache Chase as the now 4-year-old took out the race on his way to a brave fourth in the Golden Eagle, starting what was to be a big season for the Desley Forster-trained superstar. As the year progressed, little did we know it was the start of a historic run for the state as locally born and bred superstar Incentivise took us all on the ride of our lives. Bred and raised on the Darling Downs, Steve Tregay's former stable star went on to chalk up 3 Group 1s in Melbourne before the bravest of second places in the Melbourne Cup under the tutelage of another Queenslander, Peter Moody. Queensland's time to shine was soon upon us in what proved to be another record-breaking TAB Summer Racing Carnival. With increases in prize money to a number of features, 2 locals set foundations for a successful back half of the season, with future Group 1 winners Apache Chase and Gypsy Goddess both saluting in features. As we ticked over into 2022, so did the sales board at the Magic Millions Sales Complex with unprecedented results in January. The sun was beaming and the action was hot on and off the track as the first 2 weeks of January put Queensland on the global stage, kicking off with TAB Wave Day providing the fitting lead-in to a record-breaking Magic Millions race day. Whilst the locals didn't get a look in the Millions 2 and 3-year-old features thanks to victories for Coolangatta and King of Sparta, the carnival featured a number of local highlights, including Isotope's dominant return to the racetrack in her Snippets victory. Continuing the showcase of local breeding, the ever-growing Queensland Dual Race Day featured over $2 million on offer for our local stars. The O'Day-Hoisted combination took the 2-year-old feature with She's Got the Boom for a charismatic group of owners, capping off a season to remember for the stable that achieved a winning strike rate of just under 26%. The Rob Heathcote stable enjoyed another strong season with Prince of Boom saluting the 3-year-old Jewel under premiership-winning jockey Jimmy Orman. The win was a sign of great things to come to end the season for the stalwart of Queensland racing, with injury-ravaged stable star Rothfire making a successful return to the track and Star Tontes winning her inaugural Group 1 in the last of the season, the Tattersalls Tiara. Easter saw the return of the iconic Birdsville Cup to sold-out crowds. Whilst the weather certainly led to a disruptive country season, it was great to see clubs host race meetings for racing fans spanning across this great state. Whilst the autumn carnivals down south didn't bear fruit for a number of Queensland hopefuls, it set the scene for a dominant TAB Queensland Racing Carnival featuring Stradbroke season. Staged over 9 action-packed race days, the Winter Carnival boasted prize money of more than $21 million and featured more than 50 black-type races, including 8 Group 1s, 10 Group 2s and 13 Group 3s. In addition, the Riches Racing Regional Queensland was run for the first time, the Archer, single-handedly putting Rockhampton on the map. A star-studded field embarked on the Beef City, with first pick in the race and favourite Apache Chase leading for all bar the final stride as he was pipped on the post by Emerald Kingdom for Rob Heathcote and local hoop Ash Morgan.
Emerald Kingdom, dive Emerald Kingdom!
On the same day at the Gold Coast, Zaki made it back-to-back Hollandale Stakes en route to what was thought to be a formality in the Doomben Cup. It was not to be, as Super Saturday brought a huge upset as the Snowdens and Wetor caused a boil-over, adding a second Group 1 to their winter, with Marzu taking out the Doomben 10,000 2 weeks prior. Super Saturday also saw the Kiwis taste victory with Pinarello taking out the Queensland Derby, and in a move no one saw coming, jockey Leith Innes retired immediately post-race after tasting the ultimate glory. Oaks Day saw David Van Dyke and Gypsy Goddess topple a run of recent placings, taking out the Group 1 feature under the Wizard of the West, Willie Pike. The now-branded Sydney Sorcerer waved his wand once again 7 days later as the Snowdens made it 3 Group 1s in 3 meetings on Tab Stradbroke Day as She's a Belter took out the JJ Atkins for the 2-year-olds. Under the stunning Queensland sun, an ex-Queenslander shone bright with alligator blood producing a barnstorming run down the outside to salute for the Queen of the Turf Gay Waterhouse in the Stradbroke Handicap. Elation would be the word to best describe the feelings for Rob Heathcote after Star Tontes finally fulfilled her somewhat untapped potential with a breathtaking finish to take out the Group 1 Tats Tiara in front of a patriotic crowd. However, the MVP of the Carnival had to be Desley Forster and her now trademark celebration as she rode every last stride of Apache Chase's victory in the Kingsford Smith, a maiden victory at top level for her and horse, and the most fitting way to cap off a remarkable season for the gelding that is bred, owned, trained and raced right here in Queensland. To cap off the Carnival, key Cup days at both Ipswich and the Sunshine Coast were held in front of raucous crowds, none more so than the 15,000 plus revellers that embarked on Bundamba. As we look forward to 2022-23, another bumper year lies in front of us. With exciting new events such as the Magic Million Syndicate and debut races, as well as Toowoomba's King of the Mountain, Queensland is set to continue solidifying its position at the forefront of Australia's racing scene.